Well, I'm back up on Dartmoor. This time I've got Keith Foskett with me, so I'm not sure if he's going to show me around or if I'll be showing him around. But we're up at the Stone Row here, which, as Keith pointed out, is very aptly named. There's very basically a stone thingamybobs.
Stone Row.
Stone Row, that's it. Yeah, I've forgotten. I've forgotten what it's called already, and it's such a simple name. So this is the River Yelm. Keith is just taking a couple of photos there, and that's the river heading in a southerly direction. And just up there, there's a small waterfall, which you may not be able to see. Well, just a little bit further up the River Yelm, this is the waterfall. Only took a few minutes to get up here. So it's just 1 o'clock and we've just stopped for a cup of tea. We haven't walked too far. That's the top of the hill over there with the stone circles. We're just having a pretty relaxing day of it today. So Keith put his on a bit before mine, so hopefully mine will be warming up soon. Yes. So Keith is just taking his shoes and socks off and is dipping them in the stream. So if I collect some water later on, all the cow and sheep doo-doos won't worry me, but I will be sure to take water from above those feet. Get water up that way. Right, we're just approaching Trollsworthy. Is it just Trollsworthy?
Charlesworthy Tours.
Charlesworthy Tours. Yeah, that's the first one there. And there's a few tussocks and boggy bits around here. We found a dry area to cross here easily. And a nice little pond refuge here. I've seen a dragonfly just over there. So that's Keith just heading up towards Hentor, which we've sort of been heading for today, but never quite got to it because we were always heading in that direction over there. But in the end we got a bit sidetracked on some of the terrain. Yeah, so rather than sort of battling some of the terrain over there and brick walls and everything, we ended up coming this way, intending, I think, to sort of go partly in that direction. And then we saw Hentor up here and we thought, well, considering we've been trying to get here all day and kept missing it, we thought, well, we're this close now, we may as well head up in that direction towards this and then you know, head in a different direction from there. But I've just found the absolutely perfect house just down in there. It looks abandoned, to be honest, but I'll tell you, if I won the lottery I wouldn't half mind buying that out in the middle of nowhere out here. That might be worth an exploration one day. Right, well I better go and start catching up with Keith and his Go Light umbrella, which actually looks quite a good idea in the hot sun. Cover more of the Dartmoor ponies here. We've made camp down by the River Erm. Last time I was here I had found a spot, but unfortunately I missed it this time. So we've ended up pitching in this rather rocky area, which meant pitching was well, possible, but only just. So I've had to hold the trail star down with rocks almost, and I've just used these small pegs because I wasn't able to get the big pegs in, so it was just lucky I'd put extra small pegs in. And like most times I've been able to get the rear of it pretty well pitched. In fact, it's not too badly pitched, but by my standards it's not perfect. So there's a little bit of loose over here, but as I say, I've really struggled with pegging points this time. On the front I'm holding down with pegs again. I need to get the peg in about halfway. I've put the inner in. Normally I like to sleep on this side, but this door is for everyone else probably the right side, but for me it's the wrong side. So it'll be okay, but I've just I've pitched it that way. You could pitch it that way or at the back, I think, but I've pitched it lengthwise. And again, I haven't been able to get that side tight. This is the first time I've ever pitched the inner, so I haven't done a very good job on that, I'm afraid, but it'll be good enough for tonight, and I'll have another play with it another time. Probably ought to just do the zip up so bugs don't get in. So I can show you around in there later. Oop. I would have shown you Keith's tent, but as he's got some competing model, we'll just have to sort of look at Keith and just imagine him, you know, sunbathing on the beach or something like that, because I can't possibly show you a Z-Pax. That's about as much as you're going to see. So he's got a Z-Pax. So what's this one called, Keith, again?
Hexamid Solo.
So this is the Z-Pax Hexamid Solo. So I know that Chad Poindexter or Stick has got a few videos up on this and similar shelters, but it pitched I have to say it pitched very quickly and easily. So we've got some hot water on for food and tea and whatever else. But that really is the perfect picture. All you need now is the dancing girls, or some girls in grass skirts or something like that, and some sand behind you or something.
I think it is probably the best pitch I've ever managed to get out of it. I always have problems with the back. The back goes a bit saggy, but
I know the feeling. Right, well, it's nearly 8:30 in the morning. I had a very good night's sleep, probably the best night's sleep I've had for a while actually. Excuse the sunglasses, but it's quite bright, well, for my eyes anyway. When I was sitting up, I just realised that if I'd attached that a little bit further up, that would have just tightened this netting up a little bit. So I think part of the adjustment just needs to be up there. But overall it served very well, and it wasn't too much of a problem with the door being on the wrong side, as I ended up sleeping in that direction, so a door here would have been handy. But my original idea was to sleep with my head at this end, where it would have been by the door, but I would still have been lying facing that way, because I always lie on my right. But the ground slopes down that way a little bit, so as I wasn't going to be near the door anyway, it just seemed sensible just to stick my head up there, and that did work okay. And then just for comfort and ease of making tea, I'm just sitting up. I had my leggings on during the night. I should have put them somewhere. Can't find them now. I've just put my trousers back on. And I've put the quadcopter hidden under there. So we had a flight last night. Last night I slept in the MLD 48 Spirit quilt, which did a good job of keeping me warm last night, but it wasn't too cold. I think about 3 or 4 o'clock I may have just cooled off a little bit, but I just had what I've got on now, so I just had a t-shirt on, and you know, that was enough to get me through. If it had got much cooler, then I could have put a shirt on or something, but I couldn't be bothered. I was plenty warm enough, so I was glad I brought that. That was very light. It's a nice quilt to have on these summer days. Well, in classic style, Keith asked if he wanted me to film me crossing this stream, and I said, well, I'm not going back over there again. So Keith is just going back over, just so I can film him coming back again. Okay, when you're ready. So this is how to cross a river. Excellent, well done, 10 out of 10. We're just following the track heading back to Harford without a tea, and we saw this old bridge here, which looks like some sort of railway bridge, which was probably built a long time ago, and a small oasis down here. Mind you, I think the cows are just wandering off at the moment, but the cows have made it their home. But there's a lovely pool here. Some water lilies over there, dragonflies. There's probably a Loch Ness monster in there somewhere. Although up here it'll probably be the Dartmoor beast or something. Maybe this is where the Dartmoor beast hides at night. Well, that's another walk finished. Not quite sure where the time goes. Anyway, until the next time, thank you all for watching, and we'll wait and see what happens for another trip sometime soon. Thanks, catch you all again soon. Bye.